Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages who like football and who really enjoy indoor football, welcome to the 2026 Indoor Football League season preview. That is right, it is the 2026 IFL preseason preview show here on the Die Hard Football Podcast, the podcast for die-hard football fans. March 14th, 2026. That is right. This Saturday will be the start of the regular season. We have everything you need to know regarding the 2026 season in its entirety. So, without further ado, let's begin with the fun. Let's talk about what you can expect this season as far as structure of the season goes. It is going to feature 14 teams divided into two conferences. Each conference will have 7 members each. The 2026 regular season will have a total of 116 regular season games over a 20-week regular season uh, time frame. The season runs from March 14th to July 26th, 2026. Each team will play roughly 17 to 18 weeks in the regular season. At the end of that said season, the top 4 teams from each conference, 8 teams total, will advance to playoffs where they will compete in the conference semifinals, conference finals, and then ultimately the IFL National Championship game in Tucson, Arizona, home of the Tucson Sugar Skulls. Let's talk about where you can watch this fun league known as the IFL. We talked about the number of games um, in this season's schedule, but 64 of them will be played on the Yahoo Sports Network, which are free, and 55 games on the Oversight Network. And these two platforms will be linked up in the description of this video. The Oversight Network costs $11.99, $12 if you want to be running that number up. But if you missed anything from Yahoo Sports Network or the Oversight Network or anything from 2025, go over to the IFL Network. That will be in the description of the video as well. And you can watch that week's games pretty much the following week, 7 days later. But you can also get archived games that will be posted on the IFL Network, going way back. They basically transferred it from their YouTube channel to this platform, as well as team content and league content as well. So make sure to sign up for free over there on the IFL Network page. Let's talk about the teams that are in the IFL as it stands right now. Like I said, 14 teams are in the IFL, 7 in each conference. You have the East Conference and the West Conference. So let's start with the Eastern Conference and their teams. You have the Fishers Freight up in Indiana, Green Bay Blizzard, Iowa Barnstormers, Jacksonville Sharks, the Orlando Pirates, the Quad City Steamwheelers, and the Tulsa Oilers. Now, the Iowa Barnstormers are a long time, not only Arena Football League members, if you remember them from the AFL days when they had Kurt Warner at quarterback. That is the same Iowa Barnstormers team. Uh, remember Jacksonville Sharks? They came in the AFL back in 2010. They've bounced around from the AFL to the National Arena League, and now they made their way to the IFL. They've been in there few years, uh, still trying to get their bearings together, but they have been making strides along the way. Orlando Pirates, they've always been in near the Boston, Massachusetts area. Now they are making their way to the Sunshine State of Florida, now being called the Orlando Pirates. Quad City Steamwheelers, they have been known in the AF2, Arena Football 2 days. They were in the AFL a few years, making it to the IFL back in 2020. That's when they joined the IFL. They faltered. They've been in and out of the league. They've been there for a few years, still making their mark in Illinois. And then you have in the Western Conference the Arizona Rattlers. Yes, that same Arizona Rattlers team from the AFL days. New Mexico Chupacabras, Northern Arizona Wranglers, San Antonio Gunslingers, San Diego Strike Force, Tucson Sugar Skulls, and the Vegas Nighthawks, who were your 2025 IFL national champions in that season. So the New Mexico Chupacabras, yes, it's a new team by name, but they were once called the Duke City Gladiators. They played in the Champions Indoor Football League for quite some time. Same thing for the San Antonio Gunslingers. Now they're making their way to the IFL. You have the San Diego Strike Force, which have been in the IFL for a while, as well as the Vegas Nighthawks. One team that will not be participating this year is the Bay Area Panthers, who decided to sit this season out. Basically, trying to reestablish footing heading into the 2027 season, we hope. Me being from the Dallas area, I really want a local. I know we have a team called the Dallas Bulls who are playing in the NAL, but I want somebody a little closer, please, and preferably in the IFL. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Hopefully, Briscoe Fighters will come back at some point. Now let's talk about the week 1 slate of games. There's only 2 games this week. Nothing to write home about, but they are good matchups nonetheless. You got the Quad City Steamwheelers taking on the Fisher's Freight. Quad City's your road team. The Freight are playing at home. This matchup is going to be played on March 14th, 2026. Quad City had a 790 total points in 17 games last year, 46.5 per game, 102 touchdowns, 16 field goals, 78 extra points, 40 2-point conversions, and 21 safeties. Their opponent, the Fisher's Freight, they've had a total of 689 total points in 16 games. That averages about 43.1 points per game. 94 touchdowns, 7 field goals, 6 extra points, 7 2-point conversions, and 10 safeties. Now, if I was predicting this matchup of the IFL season, my pick is going towards the home. I'm going with Quad City. Fisher's Freight has been kind of up and down in their 2 seasons in the IFL. They haven't made the playoffs, but it might be. This is going to be a fun matchup, but I'm going with Quad City. Then you have on March 15th, 2026, the Vegas Nighthawks going up against the Green Bay Blizzard. This is a rematch of the IFL National Championship game. Vegas scored 898 points, almost clearing that 1,000 mark. They played 14 games, averaged about 49.9 points per game, 129 touchdowns, 3 field goals, uh, 89 extra points, 9 conversions, 1 deuce, and 3 safeties. Now, if you're not familiar with the deuce, it is where the kicker drop kicks the ball at the start, or not drop kicks it, but kicks the ball to start the possession, to start the next possession. And if they clear the uprights like a kick, they get 2 points. They got one of those. Green Bay Blizzard in an 18 game season, they scored 766 points. That averages about to be 54.7 points per game, with 100 touchdowns, 13 field goals, 91 extra points, 12 safeties, and 2 2-point conversions. Now, being that Green Bay is at home, you kind of have to go for Green Bay winning this one. But Vegas is a good team. They are national champions in the IFL last year. Don't take them for granted. These are 2 powerhouses. Vegas Nighthawks are in association with the Vegas Golden Knights of the NHL. That hockey team's backing up this indoor football franchise, and you know what? It's been very successful. Not always does that happen, but this is really good for this, not only the sport itself, but for the Vegas Nighthawks in general. Uh, Green Bay is going to be loud. This is a Hall of Fame matchup, Hall of Fame game. So I'm going to go with the Green Bay Blizzard. And with that, that is just a morsel of what you can expect here on the iHeart Football podcast when it comes to the Indoor Football League. We also got the NAL coming up. I know they've started week 1 already. We'll get a somewhat preview of that because not every team has started. And if they have started, it has been exhibition games. 2 games were played. As far as regulation goes, we'll talk about that. And the UFL is coming up too. We'll have more IFL content and football content as well here on the Die Hard Football Podcast. And the NFL is going through free agency. Yes, that's right. We are at the start of 2026 calendar year in the NFL. So if you're an NFL fan, Happy New Year. It's the start of 26. and we'll get a bunch of content up there as well. With that, have a great football frenzy, and we'll see you guys soon.